Let's see if this is recording. Yeah. So in the last session, what I showed you is maybe how to demand for this MLP2 extra large instance. Okay. So um, extended version of it we were demanding. Okay. So that will take 24 to 48 hours. Up till then, I will simulate the results and everything will go same as. Okay. So you need not to worry much about it. Okay. So what I am trying to do over here now is when this will get executed, when this training job gets executed, you will get two results. Okay, let me write two results over here, and um, one result will be training job current status in progress. Okay, training job current status. This will be your first output. And if there will be no error, then it will show you in progress. Okay, and this is the first option. Otherwise, if there will be some error, so that error will be you can see this kind of error. Okay, and I have told you if the error is resource limit exceeded, then how to resolve this error. So here sometimes many of the times people get error. That's why I am giving you these things, and these that's why I am trying to resolve everything in front of you. Okay. Mm. Then you can also get this error, or you can get this message: training job ended with status. Okay, so completed. If your code is maybe if everything went good for you, so you will get these two output when everything will be executed. Okay, then what you have to do, you have to go to SageMaker. Okay, not to SageMaker, you have to go to here, Amazon SageMaker here. Okay, inside Amazon SageMaker you have to go for training. Okay, here you have to go inside training jobs here. Okay, so if your training job will be maybe your the status will be the training job current status will be in progress. Okay, so what you will do, you will find one training job over here. Okay, and if you will click that training job. Okay, so if you will click that training job, there you will find information like job setting. In job setting you will find like job name, its status, its history, events occur in instance so far, that will be covered in the history part. Then training, then there will be a training section, then there will be execution role, IM role, ARN of training job, then there will be creation and lost modification times. Okay, then there will be another section that will be algorithm section, that algorithm section will contain instance type, count, additional volume, and then after that max runtime, input mode. Okay, then we have matrices section, and in there we can uh, maybe take four matrices, and then we can relate the train and validation accuracy from there. Okay, then you can have one reject section, that will have rejects expression, that SageMaker uses for passing logs and extracting matrices. Okay, then you have output data configuration section, and then you have hyperparameter section. Okay, the most important section is the output section. When you will click it, there will be output section, that will be the most important section. Okay, so there you can get the S3 output artifact. Okay, what is S3 output artifact? Just to understand S3 output artifact, you need to maybe understand only one thing, that if you really want to call your model for deployment purposes, if you need that, so the S3 model artifact is a simple link. Okay, a simple link which will have maybe a format like this. Okay, inside the output section you will get it, Amazon SageMaker, and then you have to go to this training, inside training jobs. Here inside training jobs, if you will click training jobs, there will be one training job in progress. Okay, and that time the output will be this training job in progress status. Okay, then you will find one training job over here, you have to click that, you have to scroll bit down this notebook, and there you will find one output section. Okay, there you will find S3 model artifact. There will be no artifact when the job will be in progress. When the job will be completed, this training job will be completed. There will be S3 artifact. Okay, so the S3, what this S3 model artifact do, it can maybe have those result which we got after training. Okay, and this is the format of S3 artifact. Okay, there will be the name of our SageMaker. Okay, then maybe our model or maybe our project name. Okay, after that it will go to output section. Okay, and in output section again it will go under cancer detection time instance. Okay, this will be the time instance uh, which we made, maybe which we included, which we concatenated with cancer detection, so that every time it will produce a new output or maybe unique name for the output. Then again there will be output section, and then there will be a model dot tar. Okay, oh, sorry, model dot tar dot zz format file. Okay, so you have to focus like this on it. Okay, so this is the S3 URI model artifact. Okay, so this thing will be used for in lambdas and APIs. Okay, to use this model. Okay, so you need to keep your eye on this. This is the main thing why we are doing all this, to get the S3 model artifact. Okay, S3 URI model artifact to be precise. Okay, so why having this URI is very important, because that's what we are going to need when deploying model artifact, so it can predict cancer in images. Okay, we have trained model based on built-in image classification algorithm using low-level AWS SDK for Python up till now. Okay, here. So now what I have to do, I have to create a tuning job. Okay, so from here what I am doing is I am trying to create one tuning job. Okay, so for that I will write tuning job uh, config equals. So let me give you a brief introduction about it first. So here for creating a tuning job, first I will create a tuning job configuration dictionary. Okay, so this is the configuration dictionary. Here I will add fields like parameter ranges, and after that let me maybe comment them over here. Toll parameter ranges, and inside this we will define categorical parameters, continuous parameter, integral parameter, and we will give hyperparameter ranges for them. Okay, so you need to put one thing in your head, is that inside parameter ranges we can define up to 20 hyperparameters to search over. Okay, so then we will give resource limit. Okay, after that we can give strategy. So in resource limit, what we will do, we will train two jobs, and then we will allow both the job to run parallelly. Okay, so what we will do, we will define max number of training jobs, which will define how many training jobs the tuning job is going to create, and then we will decide max parallel tuning jobs. Okay, so it will define how many training jobs can run simultaneously. Okay, in parallel. So here I will maybe code it likewise, like two training job can create, and both can run in parallel. Okay, then then there will be a section of maybe strategy. Okay, so this field defines how tuning job will search for best hyperparameter combination. Okay, this can have two possible values, one can be random and one can be Bayesian. Okay, what strategy we are going to use inside maybe this maybe what we can say tuning configuration to maybe get the best hyperparameters. Okay, that can be random and that can be Bayesian. So in random, hyperparameter optimization chooses a random combination of values from within a range that you specify for hyperparameters. Okay, so you said the learning rate can be between 0.001 to 0.01. So it will choose between that, if your strategy is random. For Bayesian, it will consider hyperparameter tuning as a regression problem. Okay, so finally I will define hyperparameter tuning job objective. So what is the hyperparameter tuning job objective? So it is a matrix that a tuning job has to optimize. Okay, so first define a name of the matrix to be optimized. For image classification algorithm, only matrix which can be optimized is validation accuracy over here. Okay, so define then we have to define optimization type, and it can be minimized or maximized. For this case we have to maximize validation accuracy. Okay, so we have to maximize it. Okay, so let's maybe start the tuning job configuration. I have told you like what I will be doing, and let's maybe get our hand dirty. uh, Parameter ranges, and in parameter ranges, maybe I will give it categorical parameter ranges. Categorical parameter ranges, and then I will maybe give it some of the ranges inside the dictionary. And here the name which I will give is optimizer. Okay, and after that maybe the values which I will be providing with values will be, I will allow it only two things, that is SGD, and after that Adam. Okay, uh, I guess this is more than enough. And after that I will put one this mark over here, and I will come over here. Okay, then in categorical parameter ranges, we have defined a name as optimizer and a value as SGD and Adam. Okay, then continuous parameter ranges I will go for, maybe CNTI. Continuous parameter ranges, and here I will maybe define uh, three things. One will be the name, and inside the name I will give the learning rate. Learning rate, and after that maybe I will decide the minimum value, that is the min value. Okay, and the minimum value will be maybe in the range of 0.001. Yeah, this will be fine, I guess. For giving it a good indentation, let me do it like this. And after that min value I have decided, and what rest, max value. Okay, not to values, we are giving only one value, so it will be okay to write uh, max value. Okay, and max value will be maybe 1.0. Okay, and then again there's the thing, then I have to define integer parameter ranges. Integer parameter ranges. Okay, integer parameter ranges. Okay, let me give it a new line. And here in integer parameter ranges, what I have to do is again the same thing. I have to give the name, the min value, and the max value. Okay, so let me give it a name, and the name is going to be mini batch size, and after that maybe we will give it uh, a min value, and that min value will be maybe 64, batch size of 64, and after that maybe it will go for uh, max value will go to I guess this is not visible to you, let me give it a new line, and max value I can give it maybe 128. Okay, yeah, so that's the thing. uh, this must we have done. Then what else is remaining? Maybe I have to go for this thing parameter ranges I have defined, so I am closing it right here. Okay, so after that resource limit we have to define now. So let me write it over here first. URCs limits, and inside resource limits. Okay, let me give it inside the codes, and then maybe resource limit will be max number of training jobs and max parallel training jobs. Okay, so max number of training jobs. Okay, and then max number of training jobs will be maybe two. Okay, and the other parameters will be max uh, parallel training jobs. Okay, and those will be two. Okay, so parallelly two job can be maybe can run simultaneously. Okay, then we have strategy. Strategy we have. Okay, so in strategy we will use Bayesian strategy. That will be good to go with. Bayesian, and after that maybe in hyperparameter tunings. Uh, in hyperparameter tuning, uh, job object we have to make na. Job object. What we have to do? We have to simply find two things over here. One will be the matrix name and one will be the type. Okay, so matrix name will go to validation. um, Validation, and after that that's the accuracy part. Yeah, and after that we will give it a type, and in type we will give it maximize. Okay, so I guess this is more than enough for maybe uh, this tuning job configurations. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to run it simply. Okay, next step for creating tuning job is defining training parameter that will be common to all the training jobs. Okay, that a tuning job will launch. Okay, for this defining a training parameter dictionary, um, uh, uh, same as we created for a training job, only two differences we can see over here is we don't define a training job name over here. Why? Because tuning job will take care of assigning a name of each training job in maybe this thing. Okay, so don't define a HAPA parameter field, rather define rather maybe go for a training parameter. Okay, so what I am doing now is I am defining training maybe parameters. Okay, so uh, let's define training parameter first. Training parameters, and then here I will write the code maybe first. Algo, we will go with algorithm specification. Okay, and then maybe inside here we will find for training image, training image, and that will be coming from again training image. Okay, and then training input model, training input mode, and that will be pipe. Okay, we are using pipe uh, because this is built-in algorithm, so we can use pipe. Okay, then we have to go for role ARN. Okay, just do an enter over here, Then we have to give over here role. Okay, and after that we have to give resource configurations. Let's give it like this: resource configurations. Okay. Mm, okay, let me pause it for a while. I have something to do. Okay, so let it is recording now. Yeah. So what we have to do in resource configuration, we have to write instance count. Okay, we have to go for instance count, and in instance count we, okay, resource configuration. Then I have to put all of it into maybe a dictionary, and then instance count I have to say instance count. Okay, then instance type, instance type I have to go for again instance type. Okay, let me give it a new line so that it will be easy for you to maybe understand it, or maybe the visibility will be okay. I guess I need to zoom it a bit more. Okay, so I guess now it is visible, more than, like, it is okay to see. Okay, alright. Then I have to go for volume size. Okay, volume size in GBs. Okay, so again these value will be taken from a volume size. Okay, let me drag it over here. Volume size in GBs. Okay, so what are you might be thinking, what are these what this guy is doing? So these are the training parameters which are common to all the training jobs that a tuning job will launch. Okay, so these are those parameters. Okay, so uh, you need not to worry much about it. Okay, then we have to give the input data configuration, input data config, and after that maybe let me again give it a new line, that would be good. Okay, then I have to give the channel name here, channel name, and channel name will be again train. Okay, and then I have to give the data source, uh, and data source again I have to make one dictionary for it, and that will be the S3 data source. I guess you are understanding what is happening because we have written the same code before. Okay, well, again we have to tell that these are a common training parameter to all the training jobs that a tuning job will launch. That's why we are doing it again. Okay, so there are a bit of maybe modifications here and there, then that's why I'm doing it again for you. Okay, so these are the data resource, and in data resource maybe again there will be a dictionary, and that would be the data type, the URI, and the data distribution type. Okay, so S3 data resource have three things to maybe work with. That will be the S3 uh, data type. Yeah, let me give it, okay, S3 data type, and okay, I will drag it over here. Okay, that will be fine. That will be the S3 prefix. S3 prefix. You need to maybe work with this code more and more. You need to live with this code. Okay, that's how you will understand what is going on. Otherwise nobody can tell you what is going on. Okay, just I am trying to give it a sort, that's all. Okay, S3 URI, in S3 URI what you can go for is input train. Okay, inside here you will find it the S3 data sources. These are all the S3 data sources which I am defining. Okay, then there will be S3, let me give it a new line, S3 data distribution. Okay, and that will be the type. What is the data distribution type of S3? Then that will be the fully replicated one. Fully replicated. Okay, I guess, yeah. Now from here onwards what I'll do, I will close it I'm closing it from here. Okay, so I'm closing it over here, and I'm giving a sweet comma over here. Okay, then I have to write here content type. Before writing this, I will put one enter. Okay, so that we can maybe, so that it can indent it us over here. Okay, so that would be the content type, and content type is very simple. That will be application slash x slash records. Okay, yeah. And then you have to compress, you have to go for compression time. We are not compressing it, so compression will be none. Okay, I guess this will be helpful. And after that again, we have to give it a sweet comma, and maybe we have to start here the channel name. Maybe we have done S3 data sources, we have content type, we have channel type, train channel type, data source is this. Let me put it like here. Okay, then we have this data source, then we have content type, and after content type, uh, we have maybe the uh, compression type, and after that none, and after that maybe we can have one more dict, and here we can take the uh, channel name. Okay, and here the channel name will be validation. Okay, and inside here we can take the data source, the data source again. uh, Let me, so these are different channel we are making. Okay, so if you are understanding, this is the channel name and the channel name is validation, so we are making a validation channel name. Okay, so let me do one thing. I will put it over here, or maybe I'll put this thing over here, and this will be the channel name, that is the validation. And for it maybe the data source can be written like this. Okay, so that will be eye pleasing. And in data source what we can do is, again we can go for maybe mm, S3 data source. Okay, and after that maybe that will be that's how uh, this was the training channel. Okay, now we are writing a validation channel. So in validation channel, again the data sources will remain the up, yeah, that will remain same, but here the input type will be not the same. Input type will become the test. Okay, input test. So what I want to do is I want to copy this all the stuff. Okay, I don't want to maybe write it again. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to copy this all the
It's 6
stuff.
o'clock.
Okay, and again I have to take this thing completely from here, and I have to maybe paste it over here. Okay, so some indentation problem, we will resolve it. Okay, so that's the thing. It is closing over here, I guess, and it is closing over here. Okay, so S3 data type is S3 prefix, and S3 URI will be because this is the validation channel, so we will write a test. Okay, and after that what we can see is this is fully replicated. Yeah, then I have to maybe put a comma over here, and I have to go for output data configuration. Output data configurations, and let me give it again a new uh, line, and in output data configurations I have to give it S3 output path. Okay, that will be S3 output path. Okay, and S3 output path will be output path. Okay, uh, and after that maybe this is more than enough to do. Then we have fully replicated this thing. We have not defined the content type over here. This is what I can see, because here we have defined the content type now. So here we have not defined the content type. This is what I'm saying. So let me copy it from here. Okay, and put it over here. Then I'm putting one enter. uh, the content type and the application SD code and the compression type is none. Okay, the compression is none. Then maybe I have to close this bracket and again this thing, and then I can go for maybe output configurations. Okay, now I can go for output data configurations, and that will be saved in S3 output path. That will be output path. Okay, so yeah, so this is important, okay, to consider. Okay, so after that we opened it here, we are closing it over here, and then maybe we have to give it a comma, and I told you we will not give a hyperparameter, we will give a static hyperparameter. Okay, so hyperparameter, and here in hyperparameters we have to give the image shape. Okay, and image shape will be image shape, because we have defined this hyperparameter before. Okay, please don't ask me what is happening. Then we have number of layers, and number of layer will be string, and that will be number of layers. Okay, so these are the again I am telling you, these are common training parameter to all the training jobs that a tuning job will launch. Okay, so we have to define all of these. Okay, so I guess up till now, if you are following, so it 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 is easy. Okay, then you have number of training samples. Okay, here you have to put a string and number of training sample. Again, training sample. Okay, and then you have number of classes, you have number of classes over here, and that will be a string, number of classes. Okay, then what is remaining now? I guess epochs. Okay, epochs, let's take it over here, epochs, and again epochs will be epochs. Okay, after that maybe we have done with everything. Yeah, use pre-trained model. Okay, and that will be satisfied by use pre-trained model by this, because we have defined the same hyperparameter over there. Okay, so this is more than enough to go with. Then we have a stopping condition, where to stop. Okay, when SageMaker will maybe kill the process or the job, we can say, to for being more precise. Okay, so a stopping condition will be max runtime. uh, let's take it over here. That will be max runtime in seconds. So in seconds I'm giving it 3600, that is 1 hour maybe. Okay, and then everything is closed. Okay. So let me see where we are doing wrong, what we are doing right. Okay. So here I have to close this thing over here, and again, yeah, so everything is going fine. Okay, so what you have done, you have there were some common training parameters to all training job that a tuning job will launch, and you have specified all that training parameters. Okay, so now you have to create a unique job name, that I am doing over here. Job name, prefix I will say, and I'll say cancer detection tuning. Okay, and after that maybe time stamp. Okay, I will write it train dot strf time, and again I will not explain it right in this moment because I have explained this code many times previously. And then we will take m, and then we will take d. Okay, then r, and after that we will take maybe minutes, and after that we will take maybe seconds out of time. Okay, then we have to maybe warp it using time dot grand meridian time gm time again, and that's the thing. And then we have to go for, again we have to update job name maybe. We have to go with job name, and that will be job name prefix. Okay, plus timestamp. Okay, so that's where we have created a unique job name. Now I have to launch the tuning job. Okay, so for launching tuning job, I will make a SageMaker client and using again Bota 3. Okay, and that will be the server. That is not servers, that is service name. Let's see if there will be any other. We will resolve it. Okay, then equals to SageMaker. Okay, and again I have to make a SageMaker client. From SageMaker client, I have to use create hyperparameter tuning job. Okay, so from SageMaker. Oh, let me copy it. I don't want to write it. From SageMaker client, we have to go for create hyperparameter tuning job, hyperparameter tuning job, and after that here I have to go for hyperparameter tuning job. Okay, so hyperparameter tuning job, I have to copy it from here. I'm pasting it over here and just putting all of this is in missing sync. Okay, tuning job. Okay, that's the job name, and maybe after that we will take hyperparameter tuning job configurations. Hyperparameter tuning job, like this. Hyperparameter tuning uh, job configuration. Okay, and one thing I guess I have done wrong is I have written there hyperparameter tuning job, and I have not mentioned the name, hyperparameter tuning job name. Okay, then here it will come tuning uh, job. Okay, and after that it will be config. Okay, then we have after that we can go for training job definition. Okay, training job definition. Okay, what we are doing, we are creating a launching tuning job. Okay, we are launching the tuning job, so we are creating all this code to launch the tuning job. Okay, then we have training jobs, training parameters we will take over here. Yeah, that's all. So that's the code. We have launched a tuning job. We have created a unique job name. Then we have created training parameters which are common to all the training job that a tuning job will launch. Okay. Then this is the tuning job configurations, and this is the most important thing. Okay. This is the most important thing because whensoever you have to use your model. Okay. So that time you need to, maybe you will require this S3 URI model artifact. Okay, this is the link for S3 model URI artifact, that is model.zz. Okay, so that's the most important thing. In the next video, maybe I will show you how to maybe use this thing to maybe predict some of the results using the REST API. Okay, now two things are remaining: lambda and maybe what we can say. One thing is lambda, one thing is API. How to use them? And what we have done here, we have trained the machine learning model using AWS SageMaker. Okay, so we monitor training jobs and monitoring. I again told you, if you will go to SageMaker here in training jobs, here one option, you will get many options, you will get plethora of options because there is one error. And I will also tell you that go to previous video or lecture and find there what how we are resolving this error. Okay, so when this error is resolved and you got some feedback from the AWS team, then you can run all of this stuff, okay, without any problem. Okay, so that's the thing. Maybe training and validation channel we have discussed. Then you can go into metrics section over here, Amazon SageMaker. Here your job will be in progress. When the status will be like this. Okay, when the status will come from job in progress to a job ended with a status that is completed, then you can go to Amazon SageMaker. Inside training jobs, here your training job is maybe in progress or running, it will show. So you have to click your training job here. There you will find matrices section. You have to drag the notebook down and drag this dashboard down. There you will find matrices section, and those matrices will be useful for you to understand what is happening with your jobs. Okay, so I guess this is more than enough to understand for this time maybe. Okay, so what I can maybe conclude into is we have maybe what we are up to. We were creating and monitoring tuning job for built-in image classification algorithm using the low-level AWS SDK for Python. Okay, so this is what we are doing. So we have done it. Maybe in the next section, what I will do, I will try to deploy this model using again SageMaker, because we are using SageMaker mm, inside out. Okay, so I guess this is all for this section or for this session. Okay, just I'm stopping it.